Good morning, viewers. Today we are going to discuss not usual grammatical topics. Today we are going to discuss a very important issue, the issue of water crisis in the desert Thar. Okay, 30 people are completely ignored. Their issues have completely been ignored. The question of water is not answered from many years. So even 30 people, they have been deprived of all the basic facilities. They have not been given any kind of basic facility there. They are still living the life of the people, those who used to live in old ages, those who used to live in dark ages. Still they have been living the life of the line under poverty. So this is how we can easily say that these 30 people are simply living the backward life. So what this story began when I saw the picture of Indira Gandhi Canal, which is there in Rajasthan, India. That story began from there. My heart literally bled when I came to know how unfortunate are these Sari people are, and how fortunate those Rajasthani people are, because they are crying for water. They are longing for water. Even in Thapaka, what happens? The condition is that the women, they have to go long way. They have to go miles away to fetch even a single pitcher of water. So this is the case there. This is the situation of pity there. I must call the situation of 1,000 pities. We can call that, because the women there, they go miles away. They have to cross so many mounds of sand to fetch a single pitcher of water. Even sometimes they will have to return with disappointments, just because they return with empty hands. So this is how then actually I literally my heart literally bled when I was thinking about how grievous these 30 people are. I was completely disappointed with the fact. So later on, I took a deep breath, and then I started talking about this serious issue that 30 people are lacking, that these 30 people are facing from many years. Actually, these 30 people are facing from decades. So this is a sort of catharsis coming out of from my heart. So actually, these two areas, Thapaka and then this third desert in the Rajasthan, they used to be the same ones before partition, before the establishment of Pakistan. They used to be the same. Their problems used to be the same. Their conditions used to be the same. But then, right after the partition, these conditions quite dramatically changed, and that Rajasthan fortunately came under the Indian apt government, and Indian government granted every basic facilities. Not only basic facilities, but also they are blessed and they are benedicted with but also they are benedicted with modern facilities as well. And if anybody comes to compare these both deserts, they once used to be the same, they once used to be the one. But if you're going to compare them, you will find wide and apparent difference between these two deserts now. So this is how. But what is happening to the third desert? This is consistently, this is going to be ignored. This is consistently, continuously, the government of Sindh, the government of Pakistan, that is ignoring, because Sindh, Thapaka, the third desert, is being dealt as if it is stepdaughter to Sindh. It is stepdaughter to Pakistan, and we feel and we think that we are proud part of Indus civilization. We are proud part of our dear homeland Pakistan, but yet we are not properly dealt. We are not properly listened. These 30 peoples are not. Nobody is gonna listen to their grievances. Nobody is gonna listen to their questions. Nobody is gonna listen to their demands. Nobody is gonna listen to their necessities. This is something what the situation in Thapaka. Actually, people have to go long way to fetch even a single pot of water. Even that too, they will find that too is contaminated. That it too is quite dangerous for the health of these 30 people, and that too the water is quite salty. And this is how people are facing difficulties of life over there. Nobody is going to listen to them. And why on the earth are they going to listen to the grievances of these 30 people? Why are they going to care? Because they themselves are quite jubilant. They themselves are quite they are on the moon. They are feeling out of the world. They are blessed with each and every kind of facility. And then why then they are going to listen to their grievances, their problems? And then this situation actually reminds me of the one of the greatest poets of English literature, one of the greatest critics of English literature, Robert Browning. He is of the view, God is in heaven and all is well with the world. This is the same situation when a politician, when a ruler, contemporary ruler, whether prior to these rulers, when they themselves have been living a luxurious life, why are they going to listen to the grievances of 30 people? They are living luxurious life. They are living a life which is the life of the character of Happy Valley. They are living in a Happy Valley, and their children are getting education abroad, and they are traveling in BMWs and Mercedes, and they drink mineral water. They wear imported and costly costumes and shoes and whatever their costumes, their clothes, whatever these are the things. They are enjoying their positions. That's why they are not going to, and they think that all is well with the world. If they are living a happy life, they consider everybody around them is living a happy life. This is not so. This is not as they are thinking. Actually, in fact, if we think about it, if we talk about these things from their deep inside, from their conscience would be very much acquainted, that would be pretty acquainted with the fact that all is not well with the world. Actually, all is hell with the world. Their life is quite heavenly life. They are enjoying all the heavenly things in this world, but all the other people, especially 30 people, their life is just converted into a hell. They are not able to get even basic rights, basic facilities. This is quite pity for these 30 people. This is quite these 30 people are quite disappointed at that. This despondence, this despair has completely caught them around, and this is how they have been living a raged life completely. So actually what is gonna and apart from that, see, this is the holy month of Ramadan. Everybody is praying, everybody is keeping fast, just to pray and just to keep to make a bond stronger with his God. But these 30 people, they are on fast. They have been on fast since decades. They have been keeping fast, and the son of the fast, the son of that fast is not gonna say it, which is quite evil omen for the 30 people. Not only it is the evil omen, evil sign for the 30 people, but it is the evil omen for the whole world, for this entire country. Just they are living very poor life. They are living, okay, poor life is not bad, it's not bad, but they are living they are living a grievous life. They are living a woeful life. They are living a life that is not even worth talking. So this is how they are living a life of animals. Even animals are the life of animals is even better than the lives of the 30 people. So this is how these politicians, these so-called leaders, these so-called rulers, they are not going to look into the problems of Tharpaka. They don't take trouble to look into the problems. These are not only problems, these are justified needs of the 30 people. So 30 people need to be listened, and we we actually request and we solemnly reveal and we actually beseech from the high authority, high authoritative persons that the needs, the problems of Thari people need to be looked into quite sympathetically, and those who keep soft corner for these Thari people, they need to solve the problems of Thari people. They should provide them their basic facilities, and they need to analyze the whole situation that needs to be analyzed actually. So this is the thing that needs to be sold out, and this is a problem of Thari people that they have been facing continuously since ages. I mean, since decades, I must say, from the partition even. So this is how actually even saving a little piece of money from Tharkwal project, they can provide a lot of basic facilities to the people of Thar, and they can easily they can it is a deep, and it is a request from the people of Thar Parker that they need to be listened. Their problems need to be sorted out, and their demands need to be listened, and they need to provide. The Sindh government or Pakistani federal government need to provide them Thar canal, Thar water canal. That is their sheer need over there in Thapaka, and either Thar canal, or at least they should learn from Indian government that there they granted Indira Gandhi canal. Even Sindh government, the government of People's Party, that must learn from Indian government to give at least they should grant these Surrey people with Benazir canal. That would be very much act of kindness with these Surrey people. So this is how, in this way, we can be able to save so many untimely deaths. We can save the lives of the Thari people, untimely, premature deaths of these Thari people, because these Thari people are dying for water. They are dying for even a glass of water. Okay, the long, unending, unbearable, unsustainable, unendurable fast is hurting them a lot. And then now this fast need to be broken, and this government, these authoritative persons, they need to look into their problems, and they need to do something so that they can break their fast with the elixir, with the sip of elixir, I must say. With this, these 30 people, they consider even common water, they consider elixir. For them it is elixir, because they are longing for even a drop of water. They have to go miles away to get even a sip of water, to get even a drop of water. This is the condition there. For God's sake, these politicians continuously have been showing the truck lights are representatives, those who win elections from Thapaka, those who win election from this area, are those who win election from Sindh, Pakistan. They continuously, consistently, literally, they have been showing truck lights to these 30 people. They are not listening to their grievances. They are not listening to their problems honestly and earnestly. They are only showing them truck lights. They are only giving them excuses. These are their excuses, nothing more than that. And for God's sake, for conscience sake, stop doing this. Stop showing these raged, grievous 30 people. Stop showing them truck lights. Stop showing them making fools. This is something what they are making them fools. Stop showing them that. Stop making them fools, and if Sindh government does so, or Pakistani government does so, it will be very much helpful for the 30 people, and so many premature and untimely deaths can be saved. So many people who are dying because of lack of food, because of dearth of water, because of scarcity of water. That is nowadays it's quite burning issue. It's quite it's hot potato that is on the lip of everybody, just because of these 30 people deserve. It is the question of life and death for the 30 people. For God's sake, politicians, just come out of your comfort zones. and look into the problems of 30 people. Just come out from your own lives. Just look into the life of these 30 people and listen to their grievances. They are your people, and this is their constitutional, and this is their human, and this is their social right that they get a water canal from river Indus, because they are also part of this Indus civilization, and they own this province Sindh, this state Sindh. They also own all the resources of Sindh, and they also own river Indus. So it is their constitutional right to give them their right, to give them, to grant them with the water canal that should be taken out from river Indus. So thank you so much. Hope this message should be looked into quite sympathetically. And this viewers, you should share this message with your friends, you should share this message, so that this message should be spread all around the country, and every person who keeps soft corner for the 30 people, they should come up, they should raise their voices to give them, to grant them, they should raise their voices for the 30 people. This would be very much good act. This should be a sort of act of kindness for the 30 people, and from all around this country. So this is how this message should be spread. You should spread this message, you should share this message, so that our politicians who are deep down in slumber, they come to know that what are the problems with these 30 people, even they are not blessed with the very basic facility, that the facility of water. They should come to know, maybe, and then they would grant them with these basic facilities. Thank you so much.